What's going down? Y'all already know it's the infamous King.
And I'm the Nika.
And first of all, appreciate you guys for watching us, putting us on your screen. We appreciate the love, the feedback. And what I'm going to say is jump in the comments. Let us know what y'all want us to talk about. And we will. What you got for it? Because
I appreciate people accepting the seriousness of it because a lot of people don't like serious topics. They always want to do what's the happenings.
The popular opinion.
Exactly.
Yes.
Everybody don't want to talk about the things that we talk amongst each other, but don't say it to the public.
No, for sure. And I appreciate her for that aspect because I'm one of the people that I'm double. I'm not a Gemini, but I'm definitely double side. What y'all see is not what she see behind the camera. So we found what's it called? Supply and demand. So appreciate you. So I'm gonna let Nika, because that's what I call her, Nika. So y'all don't call her Nika. Don't call her Nika. Just don't do that. But I'm gonna let Nika let y'all know the topic for today, because I thought it'd be very fitting for the platform and what we're trying to build, and we're going back to school. So,
well, this is a very serious topic. I say that because, you know, we can repost stuff, but having an actual conversation about it and accepting the negative and the positive that you're going to get,
correct,
is something that's definitely need to be discussed. So on today, we're going to be talking about Nolan Wells.
Okay. So this is what I want you to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to point to her. Because see, in our culture, we have a thing of saying his name. So when I point to you, say his name, and I'm going to read one of our facts.
Okay.
And then that's how we can get it. So you ready?
Let's get it. Nolan Wells.
18-year-old college student.
Nolan Wells.
He went on a trip on 4th of July to Mississippi with a group of all white kids.
Nolan Wells.
Before he left, his phone was working up and good. When they found him, it was swiped and everything was erased.
Nolan Wells.
The kids that was with him deactivated all their social media accounts.
Nolan Wells.
Don't worry, guys. We got about 2 more times. His autopsy results are still being sealed.
Nolan Wells.
Last and not least, his family lawyer is being crumped. And black people, that's us, we account for 35% of missing people. But like she said, it's okay to repost. But guess what? We only get 7 to 10% media coverage. So what's his name?
Nolan Wells.
So how do you feel about the situation? How would you summarize it? Because some people, the facts I just said, they were just saying Nolan Wells. So now that at least they know his name, let's break it down to where they can understand. Because y'all need to know what happened so y'all can spread the word.
For me, having children, having a black son, it hits kind of different.
For sure.
Because it's a conversation that needs to be had.
So have you already talked to him about this or about this situation? Because before you say that, explain to them what happened. What happened to Nolan Wells?
Nolan Wells went on a trip. Well, went to be with his friends.
We're gonna say he
on a holiday.
We're gonna say he went on a death mission.
That's not what that man was expecting, though.
That's true.
He was just being a friend.
And who he was taught to be. Because a lot of us, and I have to interrupt her because we're going to conversate, because if y'all know me, Y'all know I love my sister's children. But she only got one boy. So I love him so much because of situations like this. Because y'all don't know him. I'm a NIGGA. Proud. What you said he said today, why he got to the party on time?
Because he didn't want to be like regular black people.
Which is,
late.
Niggas gonna get there when they get
Color
there.
people time.
Color people, baby. And will argue you down. So was you ready at such and such time? But that's the type of young black man we're raising. And he's easily to be blindsided by it, but he's not. And the reason why I asked that is because we taught him color. We didn't teach him racism, but we taught him to be aware of his color and how society that he's living in is going to treat him. No matter if, even in his head, he let us know, hey, I ain't about to be like, yeah, I don't want to be late because, baby, y'all know I'm going to be at the function. When I get there, I want y'all to have 2 drinks, appetizers. Baby, don't be waiting on me because you're going to be hungry. But Nolan Wells, so you say you don't think he was supposed to? Because, see, I didn't know that he was a college student. Because, and I watched a couple of little people say a lot of shit before, or a couple of their takes on it, shall I say. And like this one white person said, it's messed up that instead of them trying to dissect the situation of was it an incident, what happened, so on and so forth, they're dissecting his character.
Absolutely.
They said they're trying to find holes in it opposed to he said, and this is, and I'm saying he because I don't know the guy's name, but he's on TikTok, and he said that if it was a white guy, a white kid, the headlines would go, a successful football college student went that way. I didn't even know that he was a college or a student or that he played football until I intentionally went and found out. So why you think that? Why they didn't say that?
They don't say that because rather people like to have these conversations, and that's why we're having this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Racism sometimes is not intentional. It's just
instilled.
Right. Because people are blinded by what they're used to.
Oh, yes, sir.
So you used to these things happening, so you just kind of go with the flow.
Now let me interject. Because she got Nancy Grace. I love Nancy Grace, by the way.
I do too.
Okay. So Nancy Grace is kind of on she's going to say what she want to say.
Unbiased.
And unbiased. And if you don't, I was about to say, and if you don't like it, prove her wrong.
Right.
So, like she said, and this what y'all got to realize. Because see, I made it, but I ain't made it. I ain't made it to the point that I got little partners who got who got parents, who got yachts, that we go, I didn't even know they had private islands in Mississippi. But you know what I do know about Mississippi? They gave Claude and Ray life. Life. So I wouldn't be going to Mississippi. But see, little nigga don't know, and that's why I was telling my sister. Because see, my little nephew is 16. Nolan Wells was 18. They grew up, it already been a black president. They grew up thinking like they woke. They think they woke. Because how I'm set up is, oh, baby, they trying to kill you. Because why we going to Mississippi?
Like I said, some people are living in habit form. Well, I'm not racist, but you're doing things that are taught, but you doing these things. It's more of in this whole situation here, I feel like kind of was planned.
And that's what, thank you, because I'm trying, y'all see, I'm looking at her, because see, I got so much to say, because see, I'm going to get to the extracurriculum stuff later, I'm trying to stay serious. Well, I'm serious about that part too. But I'm trying to move forward through this because we have to talk through it. But the reason why I keep saying Mississippi, because if my little nephew said, hey, TT, for the 4th of July, stop. First of all, we're going to stop on 4th of July. That's not our holiday, folks. That's not for us.
We were still, not us per se,
but our
ancestors
were still enslaved.
Was not freed at that time.
At all, especially if you're in Texas. So that's number one.
And that's in the South. So,
but especially because Texas, remember, we was the last one to know, baby. We were shucking and jiving for 300 years.
Right.
Okay? So that's what I'm saying. Second of all, why would your little white friends want to take you to Mississippi? They don't got no rich people in Miami, Maui, Mississippi. That's still just a little shaky. Then, last and not least, hints on the private. Because see, how I'm set up is, if I'm there shucking and driving, and I see niggas and white kids, I'm saying, you okay, baby? Okay. But see, they didn't have that because they don't got no public restrooms. They don't got no phones. So that's why I'm kind of leaning with you when you say it's planned, because it's like, why we going to this private place? Like I'm the sacrificial lamb. Because if you look at the videos, it's giving me chills, it's giving me the goosies, like Jennifer Lopez say. If you look at the videos, I got fucking scared. Baby, like the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's one little black nigga, his name Nolan. Baby, it ain't nothing but white folks looking like, baby, when they hit that motherfucking law, you out of here, my boy. You gone.
But this is why it needs to have, sadly, we need to have this conversation with our black children.
Yes.
And I say children, not just males.
Yeah.
Because
it happens more
I've seen since then, we're on social media where, and the reason why I say this is taught and people feel like, well, I'm not racist. You feel free to post that you have lured a black female that's a teenager, and it's 4 white females to your home.
See, I thought
to
it was
your
males.
home. No, to your home, and you're video recording you taking turns beating her up. So for you to feel comfortable enough to do that and not think that that's some form of racism is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, and it's frightening because I was in the military. So we had our fair share of white people, and I stayed around them. But I don't know, maybe it's the way but then nothing gave for them. Okay, can I give a story? Story time. It was my first time I was in Iraq, right? So, first of all, I'm a nigga, meaning a black person in this situation. So, baby, I'm in real life war. Israel's bombs dropping, niggas crying for their mama. Your mama here? I know your mama ain't here, because if your mama was here, my mama would be here, because she damn so tried. But anyway, so the story goes as we had this lieutenant, and he was a white guy. I can't think of his last name, but I remember he was from Boston. So if y'all know, go to Boston, then you know what I'm saying, they talk like real cool and stuff, you know what I mean? Kind of like the Tommy off of Power, because, you know what I'm saying, technically, I think they from Boston, they went to New York, blah, 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 boom. So the story goes, so he come, and he's standing back, and he's seeing the influence that I have on my peers. But how I'm set up is, I'm going to do my job, and you going to do yours. I don't give a fuck if you black, white, gay, straight, pony, dog, baby. If you in this hole, you doing it. So I said that to say, we used to go on missions. Yes, guys, like Call of Duty. Missions. And some of them was 18 hours, because you got to go 9 hours that way, 9 hours back. So at this time, we have a person who be a driver.